Hello, gods, goddesses, empresses, orishas, kings, queens, and to all of the magical creatures who show up in support. This is Junebug Tarot. I am Lola X, and I am here to do an energy reading for the fire signs. Hello, fire signs, and tell me what's going on with you in this water sign, because y'all just ended up in a reading. Like, follow, share, subscribe, do all the things. You will end up needing to go over to YouTube to watch this video in its totality, because TikTok only gives 10 minutes, and these readings have been going well over 10 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. So bear with me here. But, baby, they up here talking, so stay tuned. Let's hop right into it, actually. Attachment, but this in the past position here. The root chakra. Child, this just came out for the air signs, but now we got the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra that came out here. We have happy family. All right, fire signs. We have community. All right. We have the garden and the gate. Okay, fire signs. Rest and rejuvenation. Oh, I'm loving this. Hostilities. Girl, what? Okay. And walking away. Okay. Baby, I believe I see it. I see it. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck and then the sun card here. All right. Okay, so off rip, this is giving me, as a result of connecting with your tribe, you're now able to, you're rejuvenated now. You done caught your wind to be able to move forward and set healthy boundaries in your life so you can walk away from what no longer serves you purpose. And this was all about, all this confusion you may have been experiencing was all about you seeing what your value is and finding the beauty and joy in walking away and saying goodbye and to stop tuning in to the bull crap. Sometimes we get pulled into spaces, and you interpret that how you will, right? But sometimes we get moved into spaces because of this attachment. And this attachment speaks to an insecure attachment or an anxious attachment. Sometimes it can be attached to an outcome out of fear or anxiety that we're not going to receive it. But question yourself as to why do you not feel worthy that you're going to be able to receive this thing that you manifested for yourself, right? Sometimes this could be brought on, and that's when the call coming from the inside of the house, right? Sometimes it comes from the outside of the house, and someone could literally spark that insecure attachment in us, and this relates back to our caregivers or how we was raised, and maybe the ways and even we're perceiving ourselves because we don't feel worthy. Spirit is asking you right now to get in tune with who you are and get in touch with that creativity, that inner child, that passion, your sexuality, that can be your femininity, your masculinity, the fine balance between them both, right? But getting in tune with you, tapping in. We're going to have to do a lot of immense healing, and I can tell you all about that book of reading. I can tell you all about what they look like, especially when it's related to family attachment wounds, because this happy family here is under attachment. And being able to heal that in you as a result of the change and the healing work that you begin, it heals your family. It heals those who are around you, fire sign. This is able to help you to recognize what true community looks like. And your girls, this literally reminds me of my girls. I'm projecting a little bit, but I just was on FaceTime with my girls tonight, my community. This is my chosen family. So not the ones I grew up with, right? But, well, for the past 16 years, yes, we have, honey, because they've seen me in every season of my life, honey, and I live for it. Really, we've seen each other in every season of our life, but most importantly, in this season here, which we always have, but I've been leaning into, and one of my siblings actually told me, I enjoy the way you navigate through community. You really know how to navigate the community, but to be honest, that's where my healing has always been. It has been in my chosen family, and being honest with those folks, consulting them, Not that you can't trust your word, right? So as we're grounding, we'll get into the trusting self part. But as a result of you grounding and trusting, you get rooted into your tribe, finding your people. This is about you finding your people, because it does make it easier to walk away. And what's so beautiful here is that right under the garden and the gate, the space of contemplation, there is walking away. Because sometimes we get comfortable, we get complacent, or we may be feeling as if we're enjoying the luxuries of these things, but you rest there a little bit more, right? And you realize, hold on, I actually don't like what's going on here. And I have to set a boundary. So hostility comes to show that there has been some confusion here. There could have been some confusion in community, but I also see hostilities is crossing this happy family and this garden of the gate. We may have some people in our camp that we don't know if we can trust, and Spirit is saying that you have to rest, honey. And after a good night's rest, or just a couple of days more even, sitting on this thing, we may we'll know what we're walking away from. It may just be a thought process and what you thought of these individuals, or this could very well be you walking from these individuals, and your discernment is going to tell you that. The clear distinction for me in my life is, am I making this up, or is this happening in reality? We sticking to the facts there. We're going to stick to the facts. But let's begin to clarify this. What is this attachment here, Spirit? Tell me more about this attachment. I have Temperance here, Sagittarius energy here. Some of us may have left home. You may not be in that home space. You may not feel at home, right? We may have been escaping a lot into psychedelics even, or hallucinogenics, alcohol, some things like that, right? Or just checking out periodly because reality's been too tough to deal with. And that's where and this is that attachment that's telling me that there, and along with this Temperance, this angel of peace. But this angel of peace comes along, you see that rainbow, right, to let you know that the storm is over. The rainbow comes along to let you know that we're being in tune with our chakras, honey, and we're coming into alignment. You see, you got it one foot in the spirit, that's in that water, and 1 foot on the ground, that we're getting grounded. We're restoring, we're filling our own cups. So some of you very well could have been in a place of solitude. You could have started as isolation, but you, as a result of you connecting, because attachment is right here, crossing community and walking away. As a result of connecting with your tribe and your community, you gain what it is you need to where you're able to release those insecure attachments you may have had with others in order to, because you know what's important now, and you never needed that type of relationship in the first place. But it starts as a result of mending and repairing the relationship within self. And that's leading me to clarify this root chakra, Archangel Michael. Angel Michael. Okay. It is the Five of Wands. Yeah, coming out of the space of confusion because we've been activated, right? That does happen as we have duality there, yeah. We are definitely needing the balance in this Nine of Cups. So we're overcoming that conflict, change, and expansion. We're on the other side of it. We've learned the lesson there. We're in tune with ourselves. So we're doing the work. We're doing the work to ground and stay tethered to reality. We're eating right as a result of it. And yeah, girl, look, leave them drive-thrus alone. Cook at home for a minute, honey. Cook you something from scratch. Cook you something from scratch. That always seems to do the trick over here. The second chakra, Archangel Ariel, or the creativity, the sexual passion, the inner child, the sacral chakra. We have the Four of Wands here. To me, it's celebratory, right? There is a union here. Some of us may very well be entering the dating phase. We're exclusively dating. As it crosses this community, you may have been introduced to someone via your community. We have the Nine of Wands here. Someone else may be healing. That Sagittarius energy here may be healing, because that's the wounded healer there, from this tumultuous battle that we had with some individuals, or just internally, because the call may be coming from this. It's sometimes, majority of the time, it originates from the inside of the damn house anyway, and it manifests on the external. Because, baby, I'm tapped in, and she is going a million miles a minute, bitch. Did I breathe? This Nine of Wands he looks concerned here in this card. Yeah, you see the way them eyes? He looks unsure. You may just got worn down to the white meat. This could be going all out of your way for others, and your cup was empty. Right? This is about you getting in tune with you. Sometimes just sitting down and doing a small arts and craft activity, child. I sat on the beach last summer, painting on little personal canvases. And my friend who set up the activity, she had some sand there, and so we were putting sand on it too, and we were like painting our view of the Gulf of Mexico or whatever, and it was beautiful, but it was so grounding in doing that, and it helped me to restore into myself there, and so I'm sharing that with someone about tapping in there, and there is family here. This may have been a family wound that we were overcoming here, and you're learning to trust your family now. Whether this is chosen family or the family you're was born into, there is restoration there, as well as to this relationship, but it's personal. This is personal. Tell me about this happy family, Spirit. It is the Ace of Wands, this Aries energy here, and well, actually, that's all the fire sign energy. This is that. So this is rejuvenation. This gives me the Phoenix there. So this is the revival there of the connection with the family. Sometimes it's grief. I was just watching Angela Oakley on Housewives of Atlanta talk about, like, she hadn't seen her brother since her mom passed, and so they met up at the park and talked about it and talked through some things there. For some of you, this is and as a result, especially with the Four of Wands here now, the Six of Cups ain't pop out to tell me nothing about no nostalgia, right? But wait, what's this that flipped over? Okay, this is the King of Pentacles. Yes, some of you may have dealt with the loss of the father or a patriarch or someone who just carried this masculine energy here. This man, it could have been a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, or just walked in that energy there of being able to manifest things. They knew how to handle earthly things. They were very logical. They could have had an abundance of things, right? And this person was like family to you. And it's Five of Swords down there. So I am talking to a fire sign. I'm sending my condolences and love and light to you at this time. But sometimes grief, because we were talking about grief, sometimes grief could separate us from those that we love. But clock this. I heard something that blew my mind last year, and I had to chew on it for a little minute. And it was, one of my professors said that the opposite side of love is grief. All my life, the way I had conceptualized love was the opposite side of love was hate. Because you stemmed in love, but no, it's grief. There was something that was grief there, even if this was something that, something I thought I was going to have forever, or things not turning out like the way that I thought that they were, right? That's grief. That's a grief too. We're mourning what we thought we had versus the reality, right? That eye-opening experience. We have those tower moments that happen just sudden, or those traumatic moments. Trauma is sudden. This is about getting in tune with the body and regulating too after experiencing some sort of trauma. There's been a lot of collective grief going around just with all the headlines, honey, and some of us may be able to resonate with some of the lives of those that have been impacted by these atrocities and injustices, especially for my African American brothers and sisters of all persuasions and kinds. Thank you. We're going to move forward. Community. Clarify this community. We do lean in on community during time. So we come out of this isolation here, especially with that attachment, because some of us could be avoidant. This is giving me that you're an avoidant person too. Or you have that avoidant personality trait there. Yeah, we're returning home there. And this could very well just be to tribe, right? This 10 of Pentacles there, though. But you're tapping into your things. You're getting your things. You're getting blessed here as a result. Don't get too comfortable, though. We got the Chariot card, as I'm saying. Don't get too comfortable. It fell out in reverse, though. And it was... clarifying, pardon me, clarifying this garden in the gate, baby. This energy is a lot. Because there is a need for forward movement energy. We may have just to try to run away from all of the pain and grief we have been experiencing. We could have very well been enjoying this time here with family, but it is time for the gears to get going again, to build up that momentum. It was all as a result of you to build up that momentum. That duality card popped out here too, and that's about the woo and the way of everything, the yin and the yang. We have our periods of no movement, right? Where we are in gratitude, because this too, the garden in the gate, is about appreciating what we have around us, but then it's time to go. Then it's time to go. This Cancer energy here is all about healing as well. That's the mother, that's nurturing energy, that's light energy or feminine energy. This is recharging. You may be in a space of pause. Ask yourself, what do I need in this space? What do I need from this connection? How can I be supported? Because this is sitting right there next to community. Now, what clarifies this rest and rejuvenation spirit? That is here in the physical. You have manifested what balance is, because your circumstances have not changed. You're changing your circumstances as a result of you consistently showing up, but it happens as a result of you being able to get back into flow. That was that blockage there with the Chariot in reverse there, but moving into this Two of Pentacles there, and it is right under attachment and happy family and in connection here with this community card here. There is finding that balance here in the physical. That is the restoration of health. You get your sleep back. You get your eating habits back. You get that exercise routine back. That's Taurus energy there. You get your finances back, right? You get back in tune with the self and taking care of self in the right way. What is this hostility stuff? What a weird place for hostilities to pop up too. Okay. Oh, wait, what's that? Why you flew all the way over there, baby? Come here. Come here. Come here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, somebody else could very well had just coming out of that newborn phase. You had a newborn at home. That newborn very well could have just threw everything off too. You could have possibly been dealing with postpartum depression there. Again, I am not a clinician. I got to say that in this read. No, I am not a clinician. I'm not here to diagnose you. We can do a read-in. I can even be a good listening ear for you for a little bit, honey. And we can locate some resources there for you. But please, please reach out and connect to those clinical services that you may need, is what I'm saying there, child. Prioritize your mental health for sure. Lean in on your community there. But this Ace of Pentacles here, somebody else could have very well, this is dealing with the job possibly. You may have felt attached to this job as well, fire signs. But then things suddenly changed with this hostilities there. Boundaries were crossed there, and we're having to reclaim What is ours? That's this us. That's another thing what this hostility is. This came out for somebody else too. I think this probably was the water signs or the air signs there. But I was telling them, you know, that we have to advocate for ourselves, and as a result of that advocacy, you could be walking into a new position. There could be relocation here or departmental change here for you. You could be getting a new boss or something, girl. You could, I'm saying, girl, guy, whoever, right? This could very well just be someone that just got tired with the way things is going on around them, because this hostilities is sitting right here next to which the earth sign here lets me know that this ain't something you just dealing with that's in your mind. This ain't something you just feeling, honey. This is the manifestation. We were clarifying this walking away. We got the Empress card, we got the Tower card, and I was talking about the Wu Wei. So this walking away. Now, I want y'all to know, don't get scared of this Tower card, my fire signs here. You see that third eye there? That's the revelation. This walking away, and it's clarifying this walking away. This is so you are able to not just cling to, but yeah, I'm saying cling to because attachment was up here, but so that you're able to walk into what is yours, releasing the attachment. Knowing that all things are not truly lost. Nothing is ever truly lost. Energy is neither created nor destroyed for the person that is experiencing grief at this time. You're always going to be able to tap in and connect with that person. And you're talking to somebody who deals with, especially when it comes to grief, not all the time my conscious mind is up and processing all of that, but it's something about when you go to sleep. But there is even peace in that. Write those dreams out. Talk those dreams out. Speak with your community, because walking away is connected here with this, with the community card there. We have the Wu Wei, finding the balance, but let me tell you there, when I see the Tower card and next to hostilities, I said you was clearing it. There is definitely a clearing that is happening here for you, fire signs, with this Empress card here, because this is you. We were talking about these pentacles popping up here. Sag, you do got some money coming to you. Get in control of that emotional spending. We may very well be in control of that, and that impulsivity, because we sitting on it. Operate off of a zero budget mindset. I ain't got no money for none of that. That way you only spending your money on what is necessary. That's how this Empress, one, she knows that everything she needs, she already have. Everything you need, you already have. And I'm about to have to wrap this up because I done went on for 22 minutes over here, y'all. So we gonna close this out with just asking the Holy Spirit to provide you with guidance. Y'all remember, only take what resonates. Holy Spirit, provide them. May they see, may they know, may they grow. Tap into this Empress energy here, baby. Because that's being able to sit up there and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And that's what this has all been about. And everybody's not meant there to be for you, be there with you or around you while you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Only those people in your community who was showing up for you when you was at your lowest. But you're going to discover that. Love and light, fire signs. Talk to y'all soon.